Hey guys, and welcome to this new video. Today we are going to start a new project together, and it's going to be made up of three parts basically. Today we'll basically create this layout right here. First of all, credits to Nicola Baldo for his design. We're going to use it for this project. And yeah, the second video, which will be the next one I post, is going to be about animating this site again, just like in the last series. This time it's a little different though, because we actually have a desktop site here, so there are new things we can do and new things we can play around with, but also there are other things we have to keep in mind. And in the third video, and this is new, I'll show you guys how to build this site in a way that it doesn't refresh completely when you navigate to one of these sub pages right here. I think you've all seen one or two websites like that. They are really gorgeous, and I really like this concept. It's something I was very interested in, and I basically looked into it, and I'll show you guys. So yeah, let's just start by creating this site here today. Okay, so I went ahead and created this simple directory with our index file, a SAS file, and a CSS file. It's going to be compiled via CodeKit again. Nothing new here. And I also went ahead and just copied this image into Sketch. And also I created these icons for it, so we can use the SVG of those. Basically this icon is used twice here, and this little plus icon is used right there. That's all we need. The menu will do that ourselves, I think, so we can also animate it more nicely. And let's start. Starting with this boilerplate, we do not need this one and this one. Let's call this e-commerce. E-commerce, what did I call it? Store. That's good, I think. Commerce store. Awesome. Or actually, what's the name? Studio. Let's just go with studio. I think it's a bit nicer. Next up, let's link our style sheets. It's called style.css, and okay, so we basically have three sections, three horizontal sections. This is a big one, then this image, of course, and this kind of sidebar. And on top of it sits this navigation, these two elements, and these two navigation arrows. So we'll build it by first of all creating these three columns, and after that this one is going to be positioned absolutely. I think this one will be 2, and oh, maybe, yeah, I think so, and this one as well. It's really not that difficult, I think. So let's start with the header then, with this navigation. Okay. We'll need a logo container, which just says studio, of course, in a in a tag that's going to be an h1 tag, and inside it we'll have our navigation, which has 5, sorry, I can't even count, it's 4 a tags like that. Let's not fill these out. And let's also look up the names of the subpages: collections, new, trending, and popular. Okay. Oops. New, trend, verb, trending, popular. Nice. Okay. I'd say we now continue. Let's think about this for a second. So this element can definitely be positioned absolutely, since it will also always stick to the top left of the screen. The same with this element. I'm only wondering about this one. Like, if that sits in a container, we wouldn't want it to be positioned absolutely, because if we keep the space to the left, and let's say we have a huge screen, it would at some point not cover the image anymore, and I think that would mess up the design. So what we'll do instead is position it inside this image, or the image's container, and then like move it out of the container so it is positioned where it needs to be. But this way we can make sure that it always like cuts through the image, and this is the area that will get larger if the screen is bigger. I hope you get what I think about at the moment. Okay, let's do this. So what we'll do next is create these 3 columns with this element. Let's start nav wrapper. Outside the nav wrapper, let's call it column wrapper. Okay. Let's create 3 sections. Okay. Let's give this one a class of text. Let's call it text section. The next one is going to be image section, and the last one is, I think we could also use like a side or something like that, but I prefer staying consistent with the markup here. Section dot, let's call it, what is this even? This is a sidebar, right? Sidebar. Sidebar section. That's bad. Sidebar section. But you can see, guys, my classes have the best names ever. But whatever, you can come up with better ones. Okay, so let's add the content. Cool. H1, what does it say? Van Gent residence? Van Gent residence, I don't know. Residence. And a paragraph. And let's check this out. Lorem ipsum inside Atom. That's so cool. Let's just make it a little more compact, like that. Let's drop that down. That's better. Let's see, how long is this? 2 sentences. Okay, that's okay, I think. and a details button. Dot details button, it says details, and the plus icon. Let's copy SVG code. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa. Yep. Like that. We can delete that one now. So it's a little cleaner. That's it for the first section. Remember, this element is going to be in the next section, the image section. Let's see, image section will have a background image set to this image, and so the only thing we'll have to include is this element. What can we call that? Maybe gallery counter, because it has the number on it of the gallery element, and you can like click through them. I think that's good. On gallery counter, inside gallery counter we'll have one div simply saying gallery, and the other one saying 02, and then this element, which is made up of two divs, and yeah, maybe we should let's see. Okay, we'll need a dot, let's call it loader, and inside of it we want another one, loader line, which is going to be the white part of the loader, right? And loader is the gray part. And in order to keep that a little cleaner, let's make the black box be this div, and let's use another div. Oh, I'm not sure if we need that. I think we're good like that. I think that should be fine. And okay, that's that. And the last one, let's see, dot hamburger for the hamburger menu. Inside of it we simply need 3 divs. Dot, let's call it dot ham line, hamburger line. Is that good? Oops. Like that. And okay. Then we'll need social. Dot social. Social will have Facebook and Twitter inside of it. Facebook. Whoa, it's going to be an A. Facebook. Let's fill that out. Facebook.com. Of course. And oh god. And Twitter with twitter.com. Cool. And that's the last element. It's going to be let's see. Column wrapper. it's going to be outside the column wrapper because it will be positioned absolutely. Dot gallery navigation, right? And it simply has, let's say, two divs. And actually, let's make this a nav element. And yes, inside of the two divs, we'll have this SVG code. Same thing, oops, same thing here. Bop, ba-da, bop, bop. Like that. Delete that one. Nice. I think that's it for the markup. Good. Very good. Let's continue with our styles then. Oh, let's first check this out in the browser. Insane. Just look at how much markup we wrote, and it's like this much. It's like nothing. Well, but it's going to look cool, I think. Okay, let's start by building the navigation, okay? So let's set our variables first. Black, gray, and yellow is what we need. So black, whoops, black, gray, yellow, and let's use color slurp for getting the colors. Well, that's how it's supposed to be. But yeah, color slurp is a really cool app. It simply lets you like get the colors. I think this is the same color, right? Oh, wait, what? Okay, I think the image is not high res enough to get the color precisely. 1D, 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 and that's 0, 0, 0. Let's go with 1D on all of them. Okay. Like that. And let's see if we can get the gray. That looks alright. Of course, that's not perfect, but well, I think it's good enough. Cool. Let's set up what I like to call global styles, which is basically resetting the margin and the padding on every element, and also setting them to box sizing, border box. Okay, let's start with let's set the color of, let's set black to every element for now, and font family, let's just use Futura. I think Futura is alright for it. Let's see. Fun backend residence. Let's see if it fits Futura. Well, not the bold version, but medium rather. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks really good, actually. Yeah, that's probably Futura. Cool. So font family will be Futura. Font weight will be normal. Let's go ahead with the navigation. .nav wrapper. Let's set it to, oh, I actually, give me a second. I think if we resize it to 1080p, we can roughly get the dimensions of the elements. 1270 and 110. Width is not warning, with 1270 pixels times 910, right? 110. 910 does not make a lot of sense. So that's 110. Remove this box. Position absolute top 0 and left 0, so it's in the top left corner. No matter how big this screen is. Let's see. Display flex. Flex direction will be row, because they are next to each other and not under each other. It's a row and not a column. Could also say, oh, that's a row and that's a column. Yeah, okay, it's good. Okay. So let's check this out. Whoop. Studio. Y. Okay. Let's give it some margin so we can see the element properly. Nope, that's not what we wanted. Of course, yeah, the other elements are pushed upwards again because we took it out of the DOM flow, out of the normal flow of the website. Let's take the body and give it a padding top of 200 pixels. I just want to get, yes, that's what I wanted, just so we don't have them in the way. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead with .logo. We'll have a font size of, let's try 25 pixels. Background will be black. Come on, black. Color will be white. Let's use FFF. Let's check that out. it didn't catch the color for some reason. Yes, because that's more specific, I think, so let's remove that. Okay. I think if we set the color on body, that's better. Yeah, I don't know if that made a difference. Let's check writing white. Well, it doesn't. Okay, let's just remove it. 25 pixels is way too big. 15. Okay. Font weight. I think, guys, in the next video I'll recreate this design in Sketch again, because it really makes things a bit easier. But let's stick to that now. 300. Nope, that's not it. 100. Okay, seems like we don't have the proper weights here. Well, let's just stick with that one then. Okay. We also need logo to have a width of 250 and 110. Well, the height is set already, so height 100% maybe. We can also create our flex center class again. Display flex, justify content center, align. What? Oh. Align item center. And simply extend .flex center. Cool. Looks kind of big to me. Let's go with smaller dimensions here. Maybe 90 pixels. Yes, 90 looks better. And then maybe a bit less wide as well. Okay. And also make this smaller. Give it letter spacing of 1 pixel. Yeah. Or maybe not. No, let's not do letter spacing. Okay. Next up is nav. Well, that's kind of a problem. We use 2 navs. Okay. Let's make this a div again. Div. And our nav will first of all have display flex, align items center, yep, and justify content space around. Width 100%. Good. Also, I don't understand why the logo is not centered in the design, but let's keep it centered, right? Okay. There's some more spacing right there, which I also actually don't really like visually. I don't know. Let's keep it like that, okay? Okay. And every A inside the nav should have a color of gray. It should also have text decoration none, and let's see. Okay, the gray is way too dark. Let's select our own gray. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Oh, we can actually zoom in. Well, that's interesting. But no, I wanted to copy the CSS hex color and change it. That's better. And let's give it, which one is active? New. Class active dot active color black. Nice. Let's decrease the width here because they were kind of too far from each other, I feel. Okay, we also have to keep in mind that this design was not made for 1920 by 1080, but another aspect ratio, or rather other resolution. That's why we have to play around with the values a little. And that's also why I should have created it in the first place, but let's just stick with that. Okay, okay. Let's do this element next, because it's positioned absolutely and it's probably pretty simple. Gallery navigation. Dot gallery nav. Let's set the dimensions 230 and 105. Also position absolute bottom 0 right 0. Same story there. Let's decrease that size a little of the logo. Okay, that looks better. Let's do let's go and and style the divs. They will have flex 1 to take up the full space they have available. And let's set this to display flex and flex direction of row because they're next to each other again. Let's see. Let's give this one white, white background. So let's give the divs a background color of yellow, but give dot white background color of white, of course. Oops. Let's see, did not work. Of course it didn't. Like that. And let's give the divs our flex center class. And also, let's see how we can fix the SVGs. Nope. That's also not correct. Why is that? Usually align self-center fixes stretching of elements, at least for me so far. But okay, let's see how we can fix this. Alright guys, quick cut right here. I basically went ahead and replaced our SVGs with actual images, which I exported from Sketch, as you can see right here, and our two arrows of course, because after checking the code, the SVG code, I think the problem was that Sketch didn't export them correctly for some reason. I really don't know, but I sometimes do have this problem. It's a little annoying, but we can fix it like that. So that way we also don't have to style the SVGs. Actually we do, but we don't need to like fix them up in any way. You can see in the browser that our plus icon displays correctly, and so do our arrows. What we'll do now is give this one, or actually no, we just target it by going into white background, and then to transform, rotate 180 degrees. What? Why does this not work? This is not good. Oh, yeah, we have to remove this, otherwise CodeKit won't like compile our SAS file. Again, transform, rotate 180 degrees. I don't know if that's even correct, but let's just, hey. Or is that because, like, holy moly, what's going on? Let's check our CSS file. Okay, that does work. Let's try changing that. Yeah, okay, that works. So why does it not rotate? Transform rotate. Transform. Okay guys, I just found out we're working with image tags, so we have to target image and not SVG as we had before. That was dumb. Okay, so we rotated 180 degrees, so it's this way. Let's also, I'm not sure we can write it like that. I think so. Yep. But we actually need that for both. So what we'll do is go inside div, target the images, transform scale. Actually no, let's just change the height. Let's try 20 pixels. Yeah, that looks, well, maybe a little smaller. Let's say 15. Okay. 18. Yeah, let's stick with that for now. I don't know if these buttons are like too big, but I think it's okay. It's okay, I think. Yeah. Okay. Then let's continue with this part of the page. Let's head into Atom. Call this first column, and the first column is this section, .text section actually. Let's call this text section, that's a little clearer. Text section, and okay, dot text section, and yeah, what is it actually what we have to do, or what will make it easier is to first target all these sections and layout them correctly, or lay them out correctly, I don't know. So we can, yeah, like properly set the proportions right here, because as you can see, the image section is the largest one, and the sidebar is the smallest one, and we have the text section in the middle basically. So yeah, that's something we'll have to set up first. Dot column wrapper is something we also need for that. Dot column wrapper, and this is really just basic flex box. We can start by giving it flex 1, background, let's say orange, like orange juice. Oh man, okay, it's getting late. I like royal blue. It's like a nicer shade of blue. And let's take pink. So we have some nice colors to work with. Flex 1 for that one as well. And flex 1 right there. This way, because if we set this to be a flex parent, basically, that means that they'll split the space available in the column wrapper equally between each other, because they all have flex 1. Let's check this out. Yeah, that's what we see, and that's already pretty good. What we'll have to do now is, yeah, that looks pretty good if I think about it. You know, these are our two little elements right here, and this is our text column, and this is our sidebar. We'll of course add this hamburger menu to it. Alright, let's set the dimensions of the column wrapper. Height 100, we put height units. Yes. And we have some space up top because we set that right here, but we don't need that anymore. Yes. We also have to set a background color for the navigation, otherwise it will be transparent. Let's see, nav, I think it's nav, which needs the background color. Good. And it also sits on top of everything. Let's target every section in the column wrapper. So that's our 3 sections there. Let's remove this. Actually, no, we have to edit that anyway. But what we can do is set them to display flex and then align item center, so we can see the content and it's not like covered by the navigation. Let's now split up the space correctly. So let's set image section to, actually no, let's start with this one, 0.2 maybe. Let's just try. Okay. This one needs to be larger, of course. Well, if I think about it, the sidebar should actually have a fixed width, and when like the screen gets smaller, when we resize it in that direction basically, we'll move this complete part and it will like be placed over the image so the image doesn't scale. I think that's better. Yeah, so let's give the sidebar a fixed width of maybe 200 pixels. Yeah, no, that's too big. It's exactly the size of the one of the arrow button. Let's see how big they are. Gallery nav. It should be 115. Yup. 115 because it's half of the gallery nav class. So that's that. We can remove the background on that one now. Good. Actually, let's keep it. It just makes it a little clearer, I think. Okay, let's then edit the text section. Flex direction column is what we need. And justify content center, like this. Align item center is okay. Yeah, it's okay. Let's go for the paragraph. It needs a pretty much fixed width or max width. Let's try 200. That's way too short. 400 maybe. That looks good. Maybe a little less, a little less. Nope. I don't like that. 380. Yes, this is good. Style it a little. Line height. Yes. Color is gray. Alright. And what about font weight? Well, looks to me like it has pretty much the same font size as the navigation items. So that would be 10 pixels. Wait, what? Font. Oh, that's the logo. That's the logo, and the logo is an H1, so that's that. Then I think we didn't change the font size on the navigation items, so we can just keep it the way it is. I guess that's good for the paragraph. Style the H1. Font size will be way bigger on that one. It will break at the second word. So let's give it a fixed width of 400 pixels. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Yes. Okay. Let's see, 250. Yes, that's good. Maybe it needs to be a little bigger. It takes up a lot of the a lot of this text column overall, so it only has little space on the sides. Yeah, it needs to be way bigger, and we can base the paragraph's font size off of that as well, if we need to change it. Let's go with 100. Yeah, maybe. Nope, not 3000. Hello. Could you please break now? Okay. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe it's a little much. Let's see. $95? Yeah. Okay, let's adjust the... Actually, no. As you can see, it has some more spacing on the right compared to the left. Let's see how much is that. It's around 70. So what we can do is set align items flex start. Yeah, of course we have to take that away because that's more specific. Yeah, like that. And then we can give the text section, text section, we can give that one padding left of our 70 pixels. Yes, some more, I think. Even more. Yeah, 110 maybe. Okay. That looks good. Now we also need some margin bottom on our headline there. Yeah, that's okay. And the paragraph also needs some margin bottom. Margin bottom, less of course. Yeah, looks good. And we need to style the button, details button, dot details button, image, height 20 pixels. Let's see real quick. So the font is bigger than the paragraph, but the icon is smaller than the button's text. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Probably need font weight bold. Well, that's too bold, but I don't have the correct weights, so we'll have to go with that. And make it a little bigger. 20 pixels. That's a little much. 19 looks good. Height of the image 10, maybe 12, 11. Margin bottom, actually no, let's give the details button display flex and align items center. That centers them, and the image now needs some margin left. Holy, I can't type. Of maybe 10 pixels. Yeah, that looks good. Now yes, that's pretty good actually. We also have some more spacing on the bottom compared to the top, because we can't forget about this gallery element, which we'll add in a second. Let's continue with the background. So that's the text section. Now onto the image section. Image section. Let's see. I don't think I'll find the exact image from the design, but let me get a good image for that. Okay, so I found the image that I like. The link is this one. It's from Minimalissimo. That's also where this image comes from, but I couldn't find it, unfortunately. But well, I like this image. I think it's pretty good. Maybe this gray part right here is not that optimal, but we can play with that later. So, I do feel like our details button is too big. That's better. Okay, let's deal with the sidebar then. Let's just call that sidebar, and let's see. So we need to turn the links. Display. Actually, no. Sidebar section. Let's first deal with the hamburger menu. Of course, it needs dimensions. What did we say? 115, I think, right? Width also 115. Let's see. Yeah, that's okay. We need to set the sidebar to display flex and justify. Nope. Flex direction. A row. No, wrong. We need column. No, row. No, column. Column is okay. Yeah. We can also, in case we resize the sidebar, we can set it to 100% width. That's better. Then we can go into social, say social and our links, and transform, rotate 90 degrees. That did not work. Dot social, transform, rotate. That is weird again. Why does our rotate always make problems? Let's see. Is it in the CSS file? It has to be. Yes, it is. I think there's a CSS property for this vertical kind of text. Let's see. CSS property, vertical text. Text orientation, yeah. It's better if we use that one, I think. Text orientation. Atom doesn't seem to know it. Let's see what the values are. Vertical RL. Okay. Let's see if that works. Nope. Kind of expected that. Text orientation. Writing. Oh. That's. Ooh, that's also cool. Okay. So writing mode and text decoration mixed. My fault again. Writing mode as a vertical RL and text orientation is mixed. That should work. But it doesn't because I can't type. Cool. Alright. Dot social needs to be display flex and flex direction column. And justify content space between and height of, let's say 400. That's too much. 200. Let's check the spacing. Okay. Yeah, it looks alright to me. Let's see. The A's need a color of gray and they need a text decoration of none. That looks better. And the social wrapper needs a width of 100% and a align items of center. Cool. Let's then place that correctly. Let's see how will we do that. I guess sidebar section, justify content, space around. No, not good. While the hamburger actually yeah. Let's use simple margin. That looks good. Let's now do the that's alright, I think. Let's now do the hamburger menu. So every div inside the hamburger class will have a height of say 2 pixels, a width of what, maybe 50%, a background color of black, whoop, okay, that's that. Hamburger needs display flex, justify content center, maybe. Nope. Align item center. Yes, that's better. flex direction column, of course. Yeah. And they need margin bottom of, let's try 5 pixels. There you can slowly see our hamburger menu. Yeah. They need like their width is way lower than that. That looks better. And one of them is short, the middle one. I actually really like this hamburger menu, it looks good. Something different. ID short, hashtag short. Hashtag short. Give that a width of 20%. Yeah. Maybe some more. 25. Yes, this looks good. Let's try 4 pixels in height. No, that's way too much. That looks good. Now let's take away the weird background colors. That one has to go. That one will go. Where's the orange one? It's up there. Orange has to go. Check it out. That looks pretty good to me already. I like it. Indeed, let's fix this image down here. I don't know what kind of object that even is, but let's fix it. Background size will be cover. Yes, that's good. Now let's go with, let's see. I gotta say the paragraph looks kind of weird there. You guys can already see that I really like to tweak things a lot. I don't know if you guys think that's annoying. Tell me in the comments and I'll work on that. Yeah, that looks better. The gray is actually way darker than I thought. Let's see. Let's get color slurp again. Oh, that's a bug, I swear. Huh. Okay, it's a little darker. Did you guys hear that? It's color slurp. Slurpity slurp. Did that change anything? Yeah, it probably changed something, but I didn't really notice. Let's see. That's too dark. Actually, let's keep it the way it was, really. Yeah. Okay, let's now work on, where's that element actually? I'm talking about the that's not how I like it. No, this is the way I like it. I'm wondering about our little counter there. Should be an image section, gallery counter. Okay, they're up there. Alright, that's not a problem. It's the last element we'll work on for today. Let's finish that. So it is, we have to find image section, give it display flex. Actually, it has display flex, right? Yes, it does. We need to give it align items flex and no, actually we don't, because those, they will be positioned absolutely. So what we'll have to look into here is dot gallery counter. Let's put it into the image section because, like, I mean, write it under the image section because it's part of that section in the markup. So it makes sense to write it there. But we'll need, let's see. Yeah, easy. We need position absolute bottom 0. Image section needs position relative. What did just happen? The navbar kind of disappeared. Ah, I think I know why. Yes, z index. And I can already see our elements there. Let's give it background pink. Yep, there it is. So let's style that. Dot gallery counter. That one needs an ID of, I don't know, gallery headline maybe, because I think that's what it is. It's just a headline. Or is it a button? Well, you click on the details to see the details about the product that's currently shown. And gallery to see the gallery? No. Gallery is just the headline, I think. Yeah, so let's call it gallery headline. I know it's not great, but it's alright. Dot gallery headline. And we need, yeah, let's see. (300 times 80). Let's try that. Height 80, width 300. Background is yellow, right? Yeah. Background color yellow. Color is white. White or black? Black, actually. Black, and let's extend dot flex center. That did not work at all because I'm dumb. No, just kidding. I think we need font weight bold again. Why did that not work? Because I can't indent properly. Let's go for letter spacing 1 pixel. Let's go for the same thing on the details button. Yeah, that's a little nicer. Let's set gallery counter to display flex and flex direction column. And that should work. Oh no, of course not, it's a row. This is what we want. So gallery headline has those things. So we can just target the other div. Actually we can't, because that would be more specific. You know what, guys? We can also just do dot gallery counter div and first child, and just paste everything in there. That should work. I find that it sometimes does not for some reason, but that should work. Let's check that out. And it does. Kind of, I think. Let's see. First child and last child will have a height of 135 and 315. Background is black, color is white. Yeah, that works. We need the gallery counter to have align items flex end, I think. Yep, flex end. And why is this placed so weirdly? Dot last child has, let's not use a flex center on it. Yeah. We don't need bold, I think, but we need a way larger font size. 30 pixels. Way too small. 70 pixels. Better. We need to set it to display flex align item center. Yes. It needs some padding left of 30 pixels. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Yeah, okay. And let's now do the loader. Dot loader has a height of 3 pixels, a width of let's say 130 pixels, a background color of gray for now, and dot loader, or just the div inside it, has a height of 3 pixels as well, a width of 30 pixels, background of white. That didn't do anything. Let's see, height and width and background color. Div Let's see, where's that element? Why do they have such weird dimensions? Let's see. Dot loader line, width and height. Let's try last child, and inside it we have divs. That's some good nesting. Gallery counter, div, last child, div. Let's see here if that works. Yes. Awesome. And inside that div we have another div which needs these properties. Ah, nice. Good thing we fixed that. So other than that, the dot loader needs display flex and justify content flex start. The I'm just realizing we should have put this one into, let's say, an H2. Okay, we need to play around with the size. Yeah. And now we can actually say H2 is the one that should have these properties, and it should also have margin right of 10 pixels. Whoop. Yeah, okay. $30 pixels. Even more. let's see. Let's remove the background. Let's increase that to 50. Yeah. Let's increase the width of that. Oh no. This one. That looks pretty good. I do feel like it needs some more padding. Oh, wait a second. Ah, that's why the loader was not placed correctly. And we can take it away and instead, what did we have? Margin right. So top right, bottom, and left of 40 pixels. This way the loader is placed correctly. Nice. Now we have to place the whole thing correctly, the gallery counter. So it's bottom 0 and right, or let's say left, minus 100 pixels. Let's see. It basically cuts. Oh, I think there's also, no, actually I think it's better what we did. You know, I thought that we could have placed this differently and just put it inside the text wrapper and then position it to the left as well, but that would have caused problems with the responsiveness again. I mean, we're not making the site fully responsive, but as much as we can, right? I mean, if you want to, I can make a video on that as well. Just drop it in the comments. Yeah. Nice. Let's see, let's check this out. What else is there we can work on? Let's compare design to actual site. Well, of course you can see things like this element is not in line with those, or like positioned to the left like these are and the design, but that's due to the size of the screen, and I'd much rather have this element cut through the image instead of having it be in line with the text elements. I think that would mess with the design a lot more, because yeah, that wouldn't look good. This is really the way to go, and you can see as soon as we hit a certain width of the screen, it actually stops right there, which is beautiful. What we should also do, if we wanted this site to be fully responsive, we would work on keeping some more padding right here, and yeah, other than that, it's actually really good already. Like, yeah, like even that kind of size works, kind of, you know, really. Just really small adjustments, a few media queries, and you make this site responsive. Yeah, that's Flexbox. Yeah, hover effects. We could work on that, but I think that fits better in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. You can see we had a few problems here and there, and I showed you how I work through these, so you guys can also learn something from that. Stay tuned for the next one. It's about animating the site, and then I'll show you how to make this site load new subpages without actually refreshing the whole page, which is also interesting. So that's coming soon as well. Leave a like, leave a sub if you want to, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.